Hello to my Cancers. This is Queen Amora coming to you with your general reading. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Yes, you see it, y'all. All right. So I may do this as a giveaway. I may sell it on my store. But let's get into it. Let's get into your reading. The energy that I'm picking up for you all, Cancer, is that you may have cried to somebody about something, and what they discovered after spying and scrying in your energy is that you're a high priestess, that you're a light high priestess, right? You may have even discovered that you're a light high priestess and that you're really thriving behind closed doors, when people thought behind closed doors you were not. Same thing I've been saying to y'all. Y'all are sweethearts. Y'all really like being indoors. Y'all are, So let's get into it. Let's get into it. I love this. So yeah. You may have opened up and shared something with someone that caused you, to lament over something. So you're grateful to whoever had the, whoever else is a high priestess gift. They're a star in their own right? But something has come to an end. You're going to continue thriving behind closed doors. People also discovered how compassionate you really are. And they discovered about themselves that, hey, maybe they were impulsive about you, or maybe they crossed over a line. And either or, there's more than one star in the sky. And so they're seeing just how compassionate you really are. You can put the past behind you, by the way. So the eclipse season continues to ripple through our energy, through your energy, their energy, whoever else's energy. It's just really clearing old cycles and opening up new pathways. And so people may have felt like they needed to break spiritual laws to go deeper in your energy, right? But all they found out was that you're a very compassionate person, that, something about maybe your marriage or whoever you were married to, or whatever the case may be. You may have cried about something, you moved on, whatever. You moved on from that, or you thought about getting married to somebody that thought they balanced you out. You may have cried about it and put a manhole cover over the past and moved on. But the main thing people would discover is that you're a star. You are a light high priestess, and you've gone through really dark times in your life. And so you came out on the other side of this rebirth side. You've gone through a very powerful transformation, in other words. Very powerful transformation. I love it. So let's start out with your reading. Okay. So the Chariot card here lets me know that your card opens up this spread, and it's a very powerful confirmation. Spirit shows you that you're moving forward with determination and divine guidance, right? So you could have been at a crossroad in your life trying to, put the past behind you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And so the challenge is the Five of Cups, and the challenge is emotional release. And so Spirit asks you to let go of regret and focus on what blessings remain, right? So anybody who you went to for help in terms of crying about possibly a death, or, whatever the case may be, death of a marriage, death of a friendship, death of a geographical location, a physical death, spiritual or physical, right? And they helped you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. You're grateful. You're really, really grateful to that. And so somebody had a very creative way of tapping into your energy. And then they found out, surprise, 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 right, that you are a light high priestess, right? So congratulations to you all. And again, your star is continuing to shine bright, right? So moving forward, people now realize that you're going through a very powerful transformation, that your tears weren't because of what people initially thought. You were genuine, just like a genuinely nice person, genuinely a kind person, right? And so you can put the past behind you, whoever you are. This high priestess is your foundation, the root, or your foundation. So at the root lies deep intuition and inner wisdom. And so Spirit calls you to trust your inner knowing, right? And so the past influences would have been for you The Ten of Swords, a painful ending or karmic closure is behind you. So though heavy, it has freed you for transformation, right? So somebody delivered that last sword in your back, and I'm quite sure it caused them to cry, to grieve, to mourn, as well. Because the way that something was done was in a very poisonous and toxic environment. That's what you talk about. The 5, 6, and 7 of Cups connects us with Scorpio. So something had a chain reaction, right? And so, Sources said to you, here you are, this is you right here thriving behind closed doors. This 10 of Swords right here, which we're putting here. And this is in your star. People saw that you're a star behind closed doors, that you're thriving, you're not behind closed doors, stretched out somewhere from drinking or being on some kind of whatever the people was thinking, I don't know. But there were some people until something came to light who really wanted to end you. So you were definitely protected in your shell behind closed door. That's your comfort space. But you definitely were protected. I would still say, you all are, use your wisdom, traveling and going out and whatever else you're doing, because you're still a star and you still have people who want to touch you, want to get to know you, want to come up on you, that kind of stuff, like paparazzi. And that can all into itself be dangerous, right? People don't know you. You're letting people in your energetic field, your auric layer, all of those things. Protect your energy, because remember, some of you will absorb other people's energy, and that could make you cry. You have extra water. Cancers, whether you're sun or moon, whatever is Cancer, you got extra water, right? And so you got water to spare. So you got water to pour into people in terms of their creativity. You have all these creative ideas. That's why somebody's thriving behind closed doors, because it's like how to really tap in. So that would make great for collaborations with people. That would be great, but they would have to be on a particular frequency for that, right? But you're a star, right? You're a star in a whole lot of people's eyes, right? And so even energies that want back into your life, right? But they would pull you down to a lower frequency, because they would act like a fan. And to point a fanatic would make you cry, because you would still pick up on the things that they're grieving, if that makes any sense to you. So you pick up on that energy, the stuff that they're grieving. So yeah, that's not, you trying to put the whole past behind you, and people trying to resurface because they feel like they were impulsive, they jumped to conclusions about some things, and now they want back into your life. This could have been a person you were married to, thought about marrying, or could be a situation, but something ended. It's over, right? You have compassion for people because they were confused. Who knows why? Maybe they were confused about something. Who knows? But bottom line is that you're putting the entire past behind you. Anything that's connected to the energies. Just because whatever they may have said somehow pulled you down to a lower frequency. And when we talk about water, that could have lowered your money significantly. Some of y'all could have ended up homeless. If you're not, I hope that didn't happen to some of you all. It could have ruined and damaged your reputation. Whatever it did, it brought you down to a low place of just being sad, just really in tears, like, wow, do people really believe certain things about you? So somebody had to tap into your energy to find out, kind of like do some getting around in your mind, in your energy, right? So